It's just a really dumb sequence of hand gestures to signal that we'd started.
Okay, cool. Yeah, hi, we're back again. This is the last part of this game, probably,
Whoa.
unless I die repeatedly, which won't happen, because I'm good. I'm good at the game. Yeah, we do have the back door open because it's summer and it's fucking hot. But we had quickly tested and the microphone doesn't seem to pick up any noise. But if there's just some random background noise, we're sorry, but...
Sure is weird that they added ambient birdsong to this level. It doesn't fit at all.
Yeah. Like, where are the trees for the birds to be?
It's kind of interesting that they have these, like... they have, like, these basalt-style sort of top bits for this crown, but the underneath of it is...
Just sand?
No, like, the supporting structures of it don't line up with those columns. It's like a different... It's not what you'd expect, but it works.
Yeah. It's kind of neat. I think...
The sand is cool. It's got a nice texture. I love the wavy bits.
Yeah. I think his pauldron is like a fucking cinderhead. Yeah, we mentioned it before, but we really like that style of this game.
Yeah. It looks all fantasy and stuff.
Yeah. Thanks for the gems.
I like how the bottom of those tornadoes have earth coming out of them, even when they're like in the middle of the air.
I mean, I think it's simply not meant to be able to, shoot. They're typically not meant to land on the air, but because you can hit them directly into an enemy when they're in the air, then it'll catch them.
I feel like that's something that they would have known about.
Hopefully.
Testing.
Why is this guy running?
I'm scared of Spyro. He's killed millions of apes.
Millions?
Millions.
In cold blood?
In cold blood.
Oh, hang on. Sorry. You can see...
Oh, yeah. How ominous.
Yeah.
Spire above. Welcome to Crystal Islands.
Hey, buddy.
Gem Islands? What's it called?
Crystal Islands was the start level.
Yeah.
Hang on. He might lose too much health, but I often found if they got caught in a second one and it fell, they just died of full damage. Oh, these fuckers.
The worm.
They're like leeches. They actually... hang on. Do the thing. Yeah, they drain your mana.
Ah, neat.
If they... Yeah, see it's going down. And I just shot.
That's cool. It's a shame.
Oh! I didn't... Damn.
Oh, damn, that did a lot of damage, I guess.
Yeah, I guess they drain your health, so I don't know. Am I back at the start? I'm back at the start.
Damn. Just speedrun it.
That's fine. I mean, it's what? The speedrun, the 2 corridors of nothing in my path. I don't think electricity affects them, but I'm gonna
Probably
give
not.
it a try.
Let's show off the elemental immunity.
Hey, buddy. Oh,
Yep, it sure doesn't.
Yeah, like, what if I... Nope.
Ah.
Oh, that hurts as well. The leeching like hurts you as well as draining mana.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, remember that crappy guide that got things wrong that I mentioned last part?
Yeah.
I think it mentioned overload the leeches with your lightning breath. I was like,
What?
No, don't. Anyway,
We need to
track
try
this down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that gate has an S.
Some kind of Aether S? Some kind of cool S?
Is it a crest of the Aether? Anyway, I thought we not actually mentioned what the Aether crest is.
It's the crest of Aether.
Yeah, but
One represents light and the other represents dark.
whoa, it's like it's like my favorite Taoist symbol. I love this song. It's very. It feels very like. I almost want to say Lord of the Ringsy.
Yeah, I feel that.
Although one time my mum said it reminded her of Star Wars, which I also get.
Yeah,
Like,
maybe
dual
like a...
based kind of
Yeah,
thing.
that's literally what I was going to say. Anything with operatic... Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So Demon Sword. Actually, count.
There's a cinder on that door as well.
Yeah. Can I? Damn. I was hoping I could level it up so I could just do the level there theory, but it's fine.
You got that cartoon physics.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna...
I think now, hang on. Yeah, if I hit enemies, they just get knocked back. Because that's what the theory
that's neat.
thing
Big
does.
stun.
Yeah.
That seems pretty useful.
Yeah. Right, killer. Good for it. I feel like we've worried.
Enough with the name generation.
Zonli?
Was that Zonal?
Zonl?
Which is, yeah, that feels like an odd one.
I will Skyfire. The Skyfire Saga. That's a fictional thing in a show. I forget which one. Yeah.
Nice, insightful commentary.
Yeah, I am talking about so much random bullshit that no one gives a shit about.
Whoa, there's crystal barrier. Where is? Look at those middle lightning beams that
Yeah,
are
that's
crossing
a
it.
bit
They
weird.
look kind of dumb. I feel like there should be like some crystals up there.
I feel like they're meant to be here.
Oh, those. Yeah, I guess that would make sense.
Yeah.
As well. Anyway.
There's a lot of guys. I'm gonna be using Earth for basically the rest of the game, by the way.
It's pretty strong.
It's just because the tornado like just gives you gems
Yeah.
of every variety.
I mean, it's a smattering, but it all adds up.
Yeah, and I would like to level up all of my stuff before the end of the game. It is possible. I've done it before, but sometimes it's a case where you just have to wait in the game plus to level everything. Which, I mean, there's not as much to note in New Game Plus compared to Eternal Night, so if you might not show off a huge amount of it, and it'll probably be a little later anyway, but at some point.
We couldn't just have those guys jump in from off screen, they had to come in on a bomb.
I guess just to show you that, yes, you're going to start getting bombs soon.
Oh, right, I see.
So I think that, oh yeah, I think that is the thing, the Dreadwings do start bombing you a lot in these areas. Because they've got to kill you. You know, waiting for more people to be alive to the Fury. Ow!
Ow, indeed.
Oh, that's enough. Oh, I think that guy got killed by the explosion.
Yeah.
That's fine. His replacement appeared.
And now you will bomb the ground with Earth.
Yeah.
Ow.
Fucking hell. Something I do wish this game does, and I think Eternal Night actually does better, is that I wish there was some kind of like scaling with the apes. That I know they're the same guys. I kind of wish they got harder, like as it goes on. So I feel like they don't really.
It's mostly just a reskin and occasionally a different, like, coloured magic attack.
Yeah. Hey guys.
I mean, not that you would get the chance to find out what attacks these guys had. I think it would be really funny if if there were two players and you could just continuously juggle the same enemy back and forth between you infinitely.
Is this foreshadowing?
Foreshadowing is a narrative device. Woo, welcome to the monochrome evil tower.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Ow. I think it's purely just because it's this kind of tile flooring, but in Reignited's Dark Passage, I feel like, in Spyro 1, I feel like has a similar kind of floor style to this. Which I always think, oh hey, that's cool. It's probably not an intentional reference, but
Yeah, I mean, it's a fairly common
yeah.
floor style, I suppose.
How about it?
Well, it looks like it's been drained of colour.
Oh, these guys have like horns.
Yeah.
They have like cindery masks.
Yeah, when I become a big villain, or when I make a house, when I build my house, I'm going to put my head on all of the doors and stuff. That won't look weird.
Yeah. I mean, they're not dragons, so maybe it's less weird, but...
For the ape? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
It must be weird for Cinder, though. She lives here.
Yeah, I mean, she just flies to Solid Dragon, she goes through all this.
That's a fair point.
Oh yeah, this is a mechanic. Kill the enemies, stupid.
Do you think the apes have, like, middle management?
Oh, is someone still alive? Oh, hello.
Just kind of skittering about. Aha, as long as I'm alive.
Get drugs. Oh yeah, that's the point.
Spyro
Oh!
progress. So that's a
Yeah,
lot of
I got a
XP.
lot more than I would if I hadn't been using the Earth Bomb. I'm gonna be hit better. Hopefully, please,
But wait, there's more.
please.
Yay! You now have the fury of Kytheron's Wrath of Nature, which is a mouthful.
Yep, sounds pretty badass.
So there was this guy called Kytheron, and he had a big Wrath of Nature,
Hang on, I think when enemies die to this, they get flung upwards, and then
and they never return. Oh. Okay. That's funny.
it also means it takes longer to die.
Ah.
That's fine. Just shoot them with my
Shotgun. Nice sound effect.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, if we're going for talking about lore stuff of this place, Spyro.
Yeah, I was going to mention that.
I think Jared Pillar mentions that this place used to be like a popular haunt for electric dragons.
Oh.
They were knowledge towers and stuff, and they would, I don't know, do
Read
knowledge.
books.
Yeah. Which I
Use
guess,
leeches to suck electricity.
I guess it's nice that they have some
Big guy now for the next one.
some kind of like backstory for this place for it. Like they didn't need to, because you can just say, oh, it's just Cinder's Fortress.
Just a big evil tower.
Yeah.
They redecorated.
All these spikes. That's not an efficient door.
You just squeeze through that.
Yeah. Unfortunately, no. Can you recall this place appearing in any fanfic that you've read?
You know what? I don't think I've ever
Yep.
read any fanfic where they go.
Yeah, it does have Cinder's head.
Yep, it's just everywhere.
Yeah. She's egotistic.
I
I'll use a Fury, but I think there's a more place to use it up there. I mean, to be fair, with all the gems in there. I think Legend of Wither did it briefly.
It did?
Malifaux's the bullies who became Malifaux's
Fucking, I hate that.
cronies, because they're bullies, so therefore they will become evil. Well, I mean, it implied there's some like corruption going on. But yeah, they each went to like one of the A New Beginning places to set up their bases, and I think one of them went here.
Okay. Yeah, that tracks, I guess.
Almost there.
I think the second part of Age of Heroes also has characters get captured and brought here, but then captured and brought to place from A New Beginning is kind of the second one's plot. Except
see.
tall planes.
Whoa! It's a security orb
Yeah, these guys. They're...
that came out of a Death Star.
Huh. Wait, what?
Well, it did the ignition thing.
Oh yeah, I guess it did. Yeah, they're called conduit spiders, or just conduits, which they're neat. They're not reused in the next game. I mean, their searchlight mode is, but that's basically just like a mild asset reuse for a different kind of mechanic.
When are they gonna bring out The Legend of Spyro Night Rain?
I mean, I'd
play a Spyro game.
I mean, at this point, yeah. We're re-releasing Enter the Dragonfly with minimal changes. Fuck it, I'll take it.
I mean, you were gonna replay it at some point in your life again anyway.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm like this. It's Spyro, it's more Spyro, I'm starved for good Spyro content. Like, oh, bye.
Women want one thing and it's disgusting.
What, a good Spyro game?
Another Spyro game.
Yeah. The game is over.
Yep. Welcome to several consecutive combat encounters where you just press a button and wait for them to die.
Yeah. the thumbnail for this video should literally just been my thumb over the triangle button.
Well, you're not going to show off your cool electricity breath to throw people off cliffs again?
I mean, I probably will at some point. These parts get higher up. I mean, I could have been doing that here, but I get more gems this way.
Hmm.
Hang on. Oh, that was weird. Sweet. Oh!
Wow, he lived. No, never mind.
Yeah, it's
He's
weird.
stupid.
Inside some of the areas, for some reason, the tornado doesn't spawn.
Huh. I wonder why.
I don't know. It's a weird coding here, I think. Anyway. Oh yeah, and the final part of this level is going up the big tower and with like all the rooms of apes, and it's like, what if we just threw them all off the edge and went back down to get the gems and went back up again?
I love lifts.
Yeah.
Sorry, elevators.
Can I stand on the spikes?
Let's find out. You can.
Woo!
Whoa.
Ooh.
It's good because it seems like you should be able to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always find it kind of silly when you, in a game where you touch a spike on the side of it, you know, where it's not sharp, and then you take damage.
Yeah. Like, some games are usually quite good at that.
Yeah, they are.
I think in most cases where they're not, it's a case of like where hitting any side of it is, it's usually more like a spiked bar or a spiked ball or something. I think Sonic Lost World is the only exception I can think of because that game is just fucking weird.
Yeah.
Oh, and now we get to the very obvious, like
Asset
even
reuse.
more asset reuse. But I don't think the electric leeches use the same assets as
The fire guys.
as magma worms. Like,
I mean, they probably have the same skeleton, but that's about it.
I'm not entirely sure they do.
No?
They don't have. I don't think they have the same physical behaviors, but I could be wrong.
Let's look at it in excruciating detail.
Yeah, nah, I'm good. I don't care that much about the electric leeches. But yeah, these guys.
Whoa, we're made of crystals now.
Yeah, and they have different names.
Siruya, I don't know what that's meant to be.
Yep. Also, get ready to see these guys. Oh, they're both called
They're
Saruya.
both called Saruya. I guess the naming pool is quite small for them, or maybe
Yeah.
that's just their name, I'm not sure.
They do have quite a small naming pool, these guys. Also, get ready to see a lot of them in Eternal Night.
Whoa. You knocked. It's... block off.
Hey, buddy. What's your name?
Maybe that's just what they're called.
No, they do. They do have other names. And one of which I feel like would make more sense as an actual species name, but and one of which sounds like a barnacle name. He's inside the wall.
When are you going to do bionicle recreations of all the enemies from The Legend of Spyro?
You know, as a kid, they weren't great, but I did do that.
Huh.
I mean, like, I would make guys the same kind of proportions and, like, try and make it so that, like, try and be like, oh, this is that guy.
Yeah, fair enough.
I think for these ones, I, had, like, a Terramata torso. And, you know, like, the double, socket limb pieces that has, like, a socket on both sides.
Yeah.
That I used, like, the longer ones. I used one of those to make, like, the, like, misshapen, like, bigger shoulder arm kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, they weren't great.
It's the thought that counts.
Yeah, I was child / teenager. Is there aren't enough guys for me to Fury? I want to use a Fury.
I mean, just keep, okay, sure.
Yeah, now there are tornadoes, so I get gems.
Oh dear. Look at that guy's head.
Yeah. The game is over. Oh, I killed this guy as well. Sweet. Is there anything done? Oh.
I killed everything. I killed it all.
And not just the men, but the women. And I don't know.
Some people say there are no
Ape.
women apes, which of course is ridiculous.
Yeah, they're not actually called apes until Eternal Night.
Huh? Do they call them anything? Just of the
They
Cinder's
take-
legions?
They say the Dark Armies or Cinder's forces, all that kind of thing. Oh, hey, look.
A bomb.
I'm surprised it didn't go off.
As am I.
Okay, let's...
Quickly gulp it down and then shoot it at them.
Oh, hey, I just realized explosive like crates and everything was and like jet and fuzzes and everything were a thing in the classic Spyro games as well.
Yeah, I guess they were.
Well, these must have dropped gems though, so rip. That was good.
These are just for dealing damage.
Yeah. These are just for apes to sleep next to. I love my pillow of TNT.
I mean, have you ever slept on TNT?
No.
Do you know how comfortable it is? Maybe it's worth it.
To guess, not very. Hell, even these things, like at the top, they have like cinder horns.
They have the horns. It's a diorama of the castle, not quite. Can we look at these doors just from the sides, so that we can see like the profile? Yeah, of the head sticking out. I think it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, cutscenes. Just to remind you, yes, this is still a story-based game, and Cinder is still here. And Cinder came back and killed us.
And then Cinder ate Sparx in one gulp.
Heart. Freaking out. Come on.
Another warrior lost to the... something of love.
I get the reference to why.
I don't know, he said his heart was hurting. He's heart struck. Anyway.
Let's level up ice shards more. I should probably use some of these.
Nah. Earth. Isn't it?
Hydrax's ice shards of Arctic hail. Oh, this is something I want to bring up. So in the lead up to Spyro 1, or like when it was like announced and everything, there was a website called the Dragon News Network, which had a few like in-universe articles about it. It's weird because it mentions dragon names like who aren't like actually characters in the game.
Huh.
It mentions female dragons.
Whoa, that's crazy.
It mentions like a female magic crafter's dragon Sparx, like who's like 12 years old, like Spyro's age. Her name is Hydrax. I don't think this was an intentional reference.
No.
But like,
Hydrax has got to be like a somewhat common fantasy name, right?
Yeah.
Especially regarding like water stuff. But...
yeah, I feel like that was similar to what I was going to name one of my water dragon notices at one point. But like, I'm going to take it as like the tenuous link between classic and legend stuff now.
Sure.
Anyway, we got another big battle. Apes.
Whoa.
Apes together, strong.
Link walks into a room and the door closes behind him. He looks behind him and then looks forward and readies for a fight. That happened a lot in Twilight Princess, at least.
I have not played that game in a long time. I don't know, we used in storage. Yes, I have a Wii U.
Oh, Wii U's not that bad.
I feel like something went wrong there. Like, I feel like the theory ended sooner than it was meant to. Well, someone's dealing more damage melee-wise. Like, that's taking a lot more health.
More damage is my favorite buff.
I think some sounds just not playing.
Huh.
Okay, there we go. That happens occasionally. I found from the Spyro and Crash games of this time, occasionally you get moments where certain sounds just wouldn't play.
Right.
Sparx,
And a little...
the gate's losing power.
Cool.
Yeah, what's... It's on stereo, so it should be fine. But I think sometimes when you put it on surround, it has that option problem. Or maybe it's just the game in general.
Maybe it's a problem when there's a lot of sounds happening.
Yeah.
Sour Leffy. Delicious sour. I'd like to just point out that I really like the stormy clouds in this level. They look pretty cool.
Yeah. And the lightning strikes the crystals and everything. What's your name?
Yayo.
Yeah. Do you think some parts of this, like, environment texture-wise are I'm not sure outright reused or just similar to ones in Eternal Night in a way. Like, I feel like the sands
Yeah, I can see that.
and some of the basalty stuff.
I guess the one thing is that a lot of these environments are a bit samey. You just go through
Yeah.
a lot of areas that look quite similar.
Yeah,
with,
they have the odd set piece.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I find some rooms quite like memorable.
That guy's got a star on his belly.
Oh yeah, after this fight, Sparx' dialogue is one that I just have no idea what the fuck he's saying because oh, we didn't die. Wow. Because it's playing whilst the sound effects are happening, and it's like, cool, I can't hear you.
Let's see if we can figure it out.
Yeah. It's the last word of what he says.
Right. He does occasionally speak kind of quietly and
Yeah.
mumbly.
Yeah, I did just turn it up on our end just so we can potentially hear it a bit better.
On our end? You mean on your end?
On my end. Oh right, yeah, because you're
My sound is completely separate. I'll turn it up.
Ooh. Any more guys? Oh, hello. You're an idiot. Do leg day. He survived that one. What the? What?
These guys just have stronger legs.
Damn.
And bodies in general, I guess, considering they don't tend to land on their legs.
I mean, it was the same type. He just that one just didn't die.
Never skip leg day, folks.
I skip all days playing Legends.
Streak Wanderer.
Yeah. There's been another Streak Wanderer in this same area, actually.
Huh.
So I guess we've got a family business going on. Damn nepotism. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to ask.
About nepotism?
No. Sizes of apes.
Yes.
Like, are they, like, just different muscle strength, different, like, just body sizes, different ages?
It's a good question.
Different subspecies? I don't know.
I would assume it's like a
Size-based hierarchy?
you could say that. I was going to say that it might be one of those epigenetic things, like in ants.
Epigenetic?
Yeah, traits that arise as a result of certain genetic being triggered by factors somewhat environmentally, but also in the case of ants, they feed them different things, and that triggers them to grow different traits.
Neat. Yeah,
And you occasionally see that kind of thing in it's not quite the same thing, but like
more guys. Hey,
like lions with their manes and things like that, where I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe their manes.
Ow.
Oh,
Meet him here. Right. Get tornadoed. Looks silly. Sorry, you were saying anything?
oh, I was gonna say, I believe. Let me just look this up to me.
Is it a thing that female lions grow manes if there's no like male one?
The architect must have been a beauty.
Yeah, I was saying it must have been a,
beauty,
I guess. Which, sure.
which is a bit of a weird thing to say. Been off duty?
I don't know.
Run it back, guys.
Anyway, yeah.
You.
Oh, I was looking at my little screen. I have a lot of XP. It's not going down. Oh, there we go. Anything?
Yeah. Why some male lions have no manes?
I kind of want to.
You can continue. I'm.
No, I mean, I kind of want you to be watching as we continue.
I can see it. It's on the screen.
Oh yeah, so it is. Anyway, the elevator.
Woo! The time for the elevator section where you fight guys.
Actually, though, Also, it doesn't connect to anything, like,
Hey.
as it goes up, it seems just...
It's magic.
Yeah. Also like how we're going through the clouds. Oh no! I can't tornado up here for some reason.
Oh,
It's a modern moving thing.
Common Earth L.
Damn. It's, oh no! I can't.
Kill everything instantly.
I'll just have to kill everything instantly with my other breath. Yeah, I always thought this was pretty cool, just going up, like up and up, and like seeing like other towers and driving. I think that building over there is one that we were in earlier. Possibly. I'm not sure. Anyway. Is it... Woo!
Anyway, my point is just that it happens sometimes in mammals that, you know, based on social hierarchy and
Power on!
and things, or influencing social hierarchies.
Fair enough. Yeah, it seems to not be super effective against them.
Hmm.
I mean, they're slower, but, which is cool. I need some gems.
I like how the slowness also affects their gravity.
Yeah. Ow. Yeah, I was thinking, are the apes like is it a case of the bigger they are, that's like,
The harder they fall.
or like is that their hierarchy kind of thing? Like the bigger apes aren't commanders because they're like more. I mean, they're probably trained to be more confident, but it's a case of the bigger ape you are, the higher rank you have.
It could be that,
Because
or
Ghoul's the biggest.
yeah, it's true. It could be a case. It could be a lot of things.
Yeah.
It could be age. It could be
But then,
just that some are big and some are small.
yeah, but then like ones like the ones who have mounts or turrets tend to be like a smaller variety.
Yeah, it's true.
And the conductor is like. Actually, I think he's possibly smaller than the leader types. I can't remember. He has a big hat. Oh yeah, I guess there are a few like apes who are specific characters other than Ghoul.
Yeah.
Because you have the conductor in this game, and then two different versions of Eternal Night have two different Ghoul henchmen guys.
The assassin.
Yeah, who good job being an assassin, but by riding a big fucking bat.
I mean, that's one way. An assassin just means that you kill a specific person.
Yeah. Can I? Cool. I mean, I haven't leveled up my Fury yet, but that's fine.
Whereas being a soldier means that you kill lots of people, I guess.
Ooh.
Non-specific people.
Yeah, there's actually a different one in the GBA version, who is like a recurring fight as well.
I guess we'll see that when we get to it.
Yeah, eventually.
We'll get there when we get there.
Yeah.
I love these guys when they get squashed.
Yeah. Yeah, I think of the handheld Legend of Spyro stuff, Eternal Night GBA is probably one I'm most looking forward to. It's
Got a lot of different.
probably just the best.
Fair enough.
Like, some people prefer the console version. I don't, but I can see why. Violent Sailor.
He was on HOD.
Hey.
Whoa, it's raining.
Still doesn't matter. Ignitus needs us.
I'm not complaining, I'm just saying it would be easier if she was smaller. A lot smaller.
Hey, is that foreshadowing? Yeah, I quite like. I mean, it's not super complex, but I like this part, just like gliding up top of the towers, like above.
Yeah, whoa, now we're above the storm clouds.
Yeah, but there's more storm clouds above there.
Whoa, they're different though.
Yeah, different layers. Yeah, those ones are the upper ones are like a skybox, whereas the ones below us are like
Fog.
objects, I guess.
I don't know.
Also goober.
They probably just have a different skybox for this section, to be honest.
I don't know. I feel like I've seen this that skybox lower down. I think these physical clouds were just nearby the part where you actually go up them.
I would be very surprised.
Because like earlier at the beginning when we were looking at the sky, it was like a lot like this.
I mean, it was more like what's directly below you.
I don't know. I saw a lot of like this kind of thing.
Okay.
I saw the pinky purple. Oh yeah, we haven't really
And
seen.
it could have just been a different one that had a bit of both in it.
Yeah, we haven't really seen the moons in this game, have we?
We sure haven't.
Which means we can't be like, oh, were there always two moons in the trilogy?
It came into orbit around the time of the second game.
I think possibly the ending cutscene, like post-credit cutscene, is the only chance we'll get to see the moons. Even then, I can't remember if they actually show them. A lot of street wanderers. Now, can I hit this guy in there? Oh, no,
It's a wall.
That's an actual physical wall. Stop. Oh yeah, and then obviously the dynamite here is lightning themed. It's a EMP? I don't fucking know. It's an electro mine or something. Stop throwing them, buddy.
Good job.
Nice aiming.
He didn't realise there was a programming barrier there either.
Yeah. I think after this guy, when we go into that tower, there's actually a place I can show off fatal fall damage.
Ah.
I'm hoping it resets me at the top so I can actually glide down and get the gems again, but... Savvy Nightball. Yeah, I like how the ones we're in more like... almost in, I guess, natural areas have more... Like, the ones in the swamp have like, bone armor and everything. The ones in Dante's Freezer have, like, for like bear skins and everything, and the ones in Tall Plains have like the bird helmets and everything.
Yes.
Whereas the ones in Munitions Forge and Concurrent Skies have like more like actual armor. That's the design choice I like.
Yeah, it's cool.
Anyway, this is a really fucking tall tower. You're supposed to glide down to these platforms. I mean, you can just glide down.
Alternatively, wahoo! Cannonball!
Oh, that wasn't death.
That was
For some
a
reason,
very small amount of damage.
For some reason, I thought that was death. Oh fuck! Okay, there's up there now. Actually, hang on.
Let's
Oh,
see
you got that one.
how tall your fury is.
Yeah.
How tall is your fury? How tall is your fury?
Can't remember. Huh. Ember's in the game. Oh yeah, that's the thing. I guess to have more character Spyros in this age, a lot of Spyro fics, like especially post-Dawn of the Dragon ones, tend to have Flame and Ember in them.
Yeah.
What is
They're
this guy doing?
popular fan characters, so...
Yeah. I mean, it is nice to have characters that are the same age as Spyro.
I feel like a lot of fanfics don't really address the fact that like a whole load of dragon that age got genocided.
I mean, they just say, "Oh, it was just a different settlement," or it was another egg that got saved, or whatever. And
Yeah.
and that's not necessarily a bad thing by itself, but yeah.
No, it's fine. You can do that. I just find it more interesting when
Dragons are in danger.
when people utilize the quirks of it rather than just writing around it because they don't want to have to deal with it in order to put their thing in it.
Hang on. Is that gonna target anyone? No, damn. Where am I up now? Fuck, I guess I'm no nice.
Ooh, nice to meet you. You mean we're not leveling up lightning, so we can do the lightning fury?
I mean, hopefully by the end of it I've done both of them. Bisthalan.
Bisthalan. That's an interesting name.
Direct from the Ice Age, is it? There was an Ice Age. Oh, yeah, that reminds me. Actually, hang on. I have the
Lots of planets had an ice
I
age.
do have the box here. Think.
We're gonna play Ice Age, the movie, the game.
Yeah.
Oh,
On the back of the box,
2.
it has the advert for Ice Age 2: The Meltdown on PS2.
Amazing.
Because I guess there was a crash game of this year that was on multiple consoles that advertised
That full screen lightning flash is really annoying.
Ah. Sorry.
It's not your fault, it's the game's fault.
Yeah. I'll get the game done sooner so I can... Why?
Randomly bombed.
By your own side.
So he can do a cool jump.
Yeah, I don't quite get the point of this bit, but it's like...
He's got glowy eyes.
Yeah. Or... Hey, we have turrets. they're kind of neat. They have like crystals and everything on them.
Crystal lightning turret. Oh.
Sweet. Ah. Nice. Was I saying anything?
Oh, sorry, yeah, it was about Ice Age.
Oh, no. Just that this, I guess we had an Ice Age.
Cool.
Hit the bombs! I want to hit the bombs. There we go.
That works.
Yeah. Something I wish more Sloz fanfics did was actually... I mean, it's fanfiction, so it's not going to be, like, visual or anything. But maybe...
I think a lot of them do, you know, illustrations.
Yeah, sometimes. But sometimes I feel like certain things don't really stick to the visual design of Sloz as much, or, like, mention things that were, like, contradict how environments were. I went into a returning environment, like, how... Oh, I didn't realize there was a bomb still there, fuck. Oops. Like how environments were in like the games or anything.
Yeah, I get you. I mean, to be fair, Dawn of the Dragon doesn't do that.
Yeah, I think it's because a lot of game fics that take place after Dawn of the Dragon take a lot of inspiration from Dawn of the Dragon in terms of like everything. Part of me kind of wants to make a video on why Dawn of the Dragon is a disappointment. But I don't know. I have other video ideas and other ideas of other things in general, and I just need to sit down and focus on something because. Woo.
Listen, I'm sure a lot of people care a lot about Dawn of the Dragon.
Yeah. Hey, these are...
In modern day. Yeah, we've got...
Oh yeah, Searchlight Towers, and if an enemy goes through...
They
just die.
Nice. They should be more careful about that.
Yeah, these are reskinned, like completely reskinned, but like functionally the same in Eternal Night. On the White Isle, there are some
right.
that have searchlights.
Oh yeah, so they do.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, he lived.
Nate
Cave Gash Weasel.
JT?
Jai-ho. You want a reason why I still believe.
I didn't know that someone had lyrics other than Jai-ho.
Jai-ho.
Anyway, welcome back to Press Triangle Simulator. Eternal Night will be a bit more interesting, I swear.
Yeah, it is harder.
There's points where it forces you to use different elements. Okay, cool. We can leave. Fuck it, I guess we're leveling for more. I haven't been showing enemies off, but it's fine.
You'll see what happens with the final upgrade eventually.
Yeah, but you want to see what happens if like the
intermediary.
Yeah, just
get needle.
Yeah, see how ineffective that was compared to just
using the earth.
Yeah.
I could use several cool combos and elemental attacks.
Or I could use the Earth Bomb. None of that from Syria. I want to get to the funny barking sounding name. So I have a lot of fury built up already. Like I used it in like what? Here?
Yeah.
Also, I think, especially when it's leveled up, the Earth Bomb might be quite effective at Sling Cinder as well, which is... I want to kind of show off that fight, but also, like... Hey! Yeah, I guess I kind of appreciate that he can't cheese Ghoul.
Yeah, it's...
Except that one time he got stuck and just wouldn't move out of it, so I could get like constant free hits in. That was nice.
Huh.
I don't know.
But yeah, you at least certainly in the first phase, you've got to like pay attention to the moves he's doing.
Yeah. That is loop around, isn't it? Yeah. Ooh, level design.
Ooh, levels.
Hey, buddy.
It's
Rubidite.
Rubidite.
Which I feel like would work as a general name for those
Yeah,
movies.
it feels like a mineral.
Yeah.
They're minerals.
I think because in the GBA version, these guys called the Tool Planes ones called Rubble Brutes. I think they just call them Crystal Brutes. That might be the official name.
That makes sense.
But, yeah, I don't like. Despite them being spiders, I don't think the conduit spiders are a reskin of the mushroom spiders. So at least they have some you guys here as well. It's just you also kind of ran out of time. And that's not the only reskinned guy in here. I mean, obviously, you know, the apes, but...
I mean, considering at this point it's really only visual flair considering the combat.
Yeah.
Maybe it was... they didn't intend for it to be this powerful.
Yeah. Hey guys. Ah!
You spin me right round.
I love all the visual noise. Also, these are really bloomy. It's kind of hard to almost...
They are very bloomy
Ow.
light sources. It's kind of weird. It's not how you'd expect that they would do a
spotlight. Yeah, especially because there are other guys who use spotlights in the same level, and it's not much less... You know,
Can we look at the light beams? Because it looks like they use like actual volumetrics for the beams itself. Itself? Ah!
sorry, I'm kind of in the middle of the combat. I'll look once they're all dead.
No, we must look now.
It's kind of hard. Oh wait, no, hang on. It was when it was red. It showed it. Fucking look!
Yeah, I mean I saw it.
Sorry, you was kind of like not looking.
Yeah, it's definitely more visible when they go red.
Imagine spawning in and immediately getting tracked into a tornado.
Well, you should look before you leap.
I leave. Okay. What else you want to?
Walk into the spotlight. Because I felt like certain parts of the light were not being applied to the apes themselves, certainly at least. Anyway.
Sorry, if you wanted, I didn't realize you wanted to actually look at the apes in that case.
No, it's fine.
Oh hey, I didn't realize we were this far into the level. To be honest, I think we might not be having any more conduit guys to fight either.
The big boss.
This level feels like it's been shorter than I remember. How long have we been doing this?
47 minutes.
Oh, okay, I guess that
So
tracks.
that's pretty reasonable.
Most levels in this game are about an hour.
Electric gunner.
It's cannon. Yeah.
Oh yeah, cannon.
Theron Madbeak. That's a Game of Thrones last name. Hey.
Theron certainly is.
Yeah, it sounds.
It's
almost
similar
Theon.
enough to Theon, so of course he would use it.
Yeah. Right. How dare you defend your castle? That's not
Yeah, Spyro is actually the villain here because he's invading them. They're just trying to live peacefully in their tower.
in their torture tower where they keep prisoners and apparently hope ghosts die, and yeah, they took over from dragons now.
I haven't seen any prisoners yet.
He's at the top of the fucking tower. Hey, this guy!
Woo!
We reskin the Ice King!
He's the Purple King now.
Yeah, I sure hope this isn't a recurring element in this duology. Yeah. Can I...
A trilogy in 2 parts.
Fuck. Yeah, Dawn of the Dragon almost feels like it's like a separate thing to these.
Yeah.
So anyway, we'll get to that when we play that game, but yeah.
He's just kind of stood there yelling and occasionally things fall on us.
That's what's up. Hey, buddy.
Whoa, nice glaive.
Yeah, I like how he's got like more like he has the cinder head.
So he does.
Unlike his samurai ass helmet.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad it isn't just like a recolor.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
changed the model.
They're not that bad about it, mostly. At some points, though. I mean, for this guy specifically, no.
Yeah.
That's like. Also, it's weird how they use purple for electricity for these guys in the conduits, even though yellow is electricity in like the actual game.
Yeah.
And how even just, I don't know, I went waiting for him to swing his weapon.
But this is evil electricity. It's shadow electricity.
Swing your weapon. Yeah, it has.
Oh, it has the yellow.
Yellow streaks.
Yeah, that is weird.
Hey, buddy.
Just level up in the middle of the fight.
You can do it whenever.
Yeah.
I wanna get an ice fury. Oh yeah, there's a possibility I might not even be able to show off all the furies. It's fine.
Whoa, he's got a stomp attack. Like
Yeah.
Elden.
It's like the Ice King.
Like the Ice King.
I think he just interrupted himself.
Yeah, he's using a different weapon now.
Yeah,
He's barfing electricity at you.
yeah.
At least he's got a lot of moves.
I mean, that's similar to the Ice King's Ice Breath, and like in each phase, the Ice King also did change. Weapon.
Yeah, he did.
So,
but it was made out of different. It was made out of ice in that case, so it
Yeah, this
made
guy's
more sense. This guy's just hot swapping.
summoning. Yeah.
He's pressing right on the D-pad.
No, you're not allowed. You're not allowed to hot swap. What? That's.
Well, that was a soft swap, to be fair. Yeah, on using the D-pad swap.
Give me some more gems, more gems, more gems, more gems, more gems, more gems. Fucking hell! I want to be able to use the. Okay, whatever. Ow.
Ah, fuck! You killed me.
Hey, you get hollow gems for it. Like, which is more than the other bosses. You now have the Fury of Perish's Unending Blizzard.
Is Perisher a name or a title?
Perish.
I would not want to be called Perisher.
Yeah.
My title is Guy Who Gets Killed.
I mean, maybe it's the other guys who perish.
It shouldn't. It's a poorly worded.
Is it just you, or are the other apes? Glitch?
Whoa, he's getting powered up by nano machines.
That's not what's happening.
Damn.
Yeah, I feel like there should. I remember there usually more apes on this room. Boop, 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 boop.
Sorry, the armor damage just made me think of the Fire Emblem Heroes damaged sprites.
Or where you just get artfully torn clothing.
Yeah, and then made me think of like, well, you're actually removing like quite a lot of their clothing.
Yeah, this is the final room, I guess.
Spyro is a battle strip game.
Damn.
Like Ninja Scroll or whatever it's called.
I don't know what game you mean.
Maybe wow, this is really ineffectual.
Yeah.
What about the other ice move?
Or the. I mean, I guess I could turn them into snowballs.
Yeah, throw
Yeah.
them off the edge. I remember having fun doing this quite a lot when I was playing it.
Yeah. Oh.
You still get gems, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And if they die on the floor, then I have to go back down to actually get another gem thing. But it's fine.
Yeah, I guess you don't actually have to snowball them to roll them off a cliff. You can just, smack them.
Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna get some more apes. Yeah, let's see. This one just has ice spikes going everywhere. And it's just scrolling through all the names of the guys I'm killing.
They're homing. Well, that looks like a homing attack.
Ooh. I hope we're about to show off the lightning one before the game ends. Right? Yeah, there we go.
Time to start using Earth so that we can get there.
Yeah. Or alternatively start dying Cinder a bunch so we can get more gems.
Huh.
Because her arena has gems. In both fights. Sorry, you fight Cinder twice.
Spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers for this 19-year-old. It's not a 20-year-old game. We've got to the point where we're not playing games that are 2 decades old yet.
Wow, I can't believe we're actually outpacing the release.
God, it's weird. I mean, I guess Skylanders is things. No, I was gonna say it's weird to think that, like, 2008 was the last time. Like, the gap between Dawn of the Dragon and Reignited is like 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Which is actually how long the Spyro series lasted initially, because it began in 1998 and then ended in 2008. I don't count Skylanders. Maybe we should play. No. I mean,
We're closer to Cleopatra than Cleopatra was to the building of the pyramids, anyway.
I mean, it does put in perspective how long ago the pyramids were built and how long the Egyptian Empire lasted.
I don't know if you'd really call it. Maybe.
Growls here. Oh yeah, I guess this tower is our last encounters with apes. He's splattered.
He's splattered beneath the ground.
Woo! Here's another floor above us. Once we've done all the floors, I will head down to get any gems I missed.
Okay.
Because every gem counts.
I forgot that you were actually able to go back down to the bottom.
Yeah, the left follows you. Hey buddy, nice sword. Ooh, it sucks.
Nice TNT. Dynamite.
What if I just say the thing that I see on screen?
We should play more visual novels.
I mean, we'd do more voices so we'd have less dead air, I guess. But some minutes to talk about the game.
I can do voices. I can do Spyro right now. He's going. Come on, Sparx. We need to destroy these gems to get the elevator working again. And then Sparx is saying something like, I sure wish I was getting going again. Out of here, because this sucks. I don't want to be here.
I think you lean more into Eternal Night Sparx there.
Yeah.
Into Billy West. Anyway, I think this is the last floor, because, that goes up to the boss.
And then Spyro's saying something like, Oh, Sparx, you're always such a fuck. But I love you.
And Ignatius is like, fucking save me already!
Ignatius is like,
I'm a award-winning actor, Gary Oldman.
So, Cinder, did anyone ever teach you how to play 52 card pickup? And Cinder's all like, no, shut up, old man. Now die, eventually, once I have sucked all of the fire out of you.
And she was a good friend. I'm sorry. Yes, yeah, me a lot of mileage again. But now the gems are all down there. Wow.
It's a lot of floors. It's a big old tower.
Yeah, why do you not have, like... Why are the gaps in your... I mean, that's not how so you can go down, but...
They do just have, like... What is it with giant evil towers and having massive atriums with nothing but an elevator in it? You could be using this space for so much.
Like stairs. I don't know, it looks cool.
It
And
does.
Cinder's big. She gotta... If she wants to
Yeah.
actually go up the tower and not just fly up there, I don't know.
My wings are tired.
Oh,
Ape Commander 25, please prepare. my spa.
Sure. Oh yeah, the lift has like...
Evil generals have to relax too. Anyway.
The elevator has like crystal spikes on the bottom of it.
So it does. Everything magic is crystals.
Ooh, that's law.
That's law.
The apes are using crystals for their own needs. Whoa. Will this be talked about briefly in the next game? Yes.
This truly is a perverse use of the dragon legacy.
Yeah, I guess I liked how they contextualize why, I guess the apes at least drop gems.
Yeah.
I don't know why everyone else does. All living things have gems when you kill them, they drop.
Yeah, they have gem hearts, like in Brandon Sanderson's award-winning work, The Stormlight Archives.
Is that a thing? Isn't that?
Well, yeah, I mean,
Nice. Pink.
a lot of the actual, like, the creatures that are native to the planet in that series have a gem heart,
I see.
which is
Sorry, man. Some water.
the magic goes into the gem, and the gem is them.
Yeah, I mean, I guess enemies being made of gems was just kind of a thing in Spyro as well, but I guess,
It made more sense in the first game.
yeah, I guess here it makes sense in that in considering gems is more tied to like spiritual stuff rather than just being money.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long ass elevator ride. Where's Sparx? Is he trailing behind?
Probably.
No? Wait, Sparx? Sparx?
I got going out of here because I want to leave. Oh, yeah.
Wait,
He was just
hey!
underneath.
Come back, there we go.
He was just underneath the elevator.
I was
I
waiting for
couldn't
it to
get
come
back
back.
up. Do you think Sparx has any collision data at all?
Probably not.
Yeah. He did just basically phase through that then, so.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he ever has, really, when he's your little companion.
Yeah.
I mean, otherwise you'd accidentally be, like, flaming him occasionally in classic games.
I more meant like wall collision.
Yeah. I mean, maybe he does in the original trilogy, I don't know.
Probably not.
This is a nice lift.
I feel like in the original trilogy, it is an okay lift. The one in Dark Souls 2's Drangley Castle is way better. It's faster.
I forget what that one's like, because...
Yeah, no, it's not that great. It's just a load of repeating textures
Fair enough.
of mirrors. Woo! Cutscene. The Fortress of Darkness.
Yeah, I like the spikiness of these towers.
It's for catching lightning.
Ooh. Hey, look, it has this glass roof.
Welcome to my gazebo.
Like, this looks better than the Munitions Forge pre-rendered cutscenes. When that the environment actually looks like the environment and not whatever the fuck I was looking at there.
Yeah, true.
I like this shot. Oh, it's actually Cinder, whoa!
We thought it was just more architecture.
Yeah.
I don't like this. It feels like she's baiting us. I'm getting smarter.
Yeah, there's a... Ow. Oh yeah, for some reason, his eyes are pure, like, yellowy orange in the pre-rendered cutscenes.
Let's get him out of here before
Yeah,
Cinder gets back.
this.
He's just got really big irises.
Just... Like... I feel like it'd be easy just to have her like just jump down
Yeah.
and everything, but I like how she just like skulks along and it's like, yeah, I'm big.
Time you learned how complicated life can be.
It's just like the most Cinder talks. Oh yeah, there's like 2.5 minutes of cut Cinder dialogue in this game.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I'm kind of glad it is. I kind of like her being quieter.
Not this time. This time I fight.
But I guess there's like her reactions to like being hit or like to you losing or anything. There is one that I kind of like where she like mockingly, like she mocks Ignatius as "Run, save yourself."
Run, save yourself.
Yeah. And she has like a reaction to being defeated and everything. Plus she has a couple of lines from like for young Cinder at the end of the game. But Ow. Yeah, which are actually in the GBA. I mean, not voice, but they're in the GBA version. Because like, yeah.
She looks smaller in game.
Yeah. This is a fight that will get reskin. Anyway, I'm gonna boop you.
Boop with a fury.
Yeah.
Get. Ah!
It's
Get
so sad it must
terminated.
end this way.
Yeah. I feel like most of the cutscenes that involve Cinder are
Now,
pretty
where
horrendous.
was I?
Like, I'm not sure. I guess maybe it's harder to make detailed mouth,
Ever use doors?
like flat movements with her mouth compared to the others because she has a smaller muzzle.
There was something
Maybe
in her
that's
eyes,
why
Ignitus.
so with the in-game models, I don't know.
Something familiar.
Maybe.
There should be.
Anyway, time for
Spyro.
backstory stuff.
You and Cinder share more than.
Whoa, they're actually brother and sister?
Back. We'll get to that in Eternal Night GBA when we get to it, but I don't think that was the
You
implication.
see, after I took your egg to the Silver River, I returned to the grotto to find utter chaos. The other guardians had been overrun.
We didn't kill them.
And all the other eggs had been
Where's Pterodor?
crushed by the Dark Master's forces.
Also, woo,
All except one.
genocide. Damn.
You see,
Yay.
the Dark Master
That
was
is cool.
torn. He wanted to destroy all the eggs to prevent the birth of the purple dragon. But he also
Get
needed
bodied.
a dragon.
Why would he need a dragon?
Because, Spyro, only one born in the year of the dragon could open
This is-
the portal that served
Sure.
as the Dark Master's
Sure,
place.
whatever.
Cinder?
I'm afraid so.
But if we come from the same place, why is she so...
Evil? Monstrous? Big? Sexy? Oops, did I say that?
Hear me out.
Spyro
Also, that's
was
the most positive Sparx has to say about them.
She was corrupted by
I
the
liked you
Dark
better when you were
Master's
big and
poisonous
scary.
powers. Twisted by his evil
Evil law.
she's become the Dark Master's monster.
Just
But why?
I'm not your
What
monster
does this
anymore.
dark master want?
this.
He wants
was
to
kinda
be
neat to
freed
learn.
from the
Yeah.
portal of convexity
Whoa.
to wreak havoc across the realms. And if Cinder gets there,
Oh, so we should have been chasing her this entire time.
Yes, I probably shouldn't. I should have explained all this earlier.
might be too late.
No. I refuse to give up. I'm going to stop Cinder and the Dark Master.
Ooh. Wait, you
I'm
heard the dragon,
do
Spyro. He
everything.
said,
I'm cool
Yeah.
guy.
too late. We'll get him next time.
Ignitus
on,
is
champ, you did a great
quite
job.
happy to
Let's-
give up in this
let's
game.
take
Like,
it.
Yeah.
he's,
No,
listen,
I'm
he's
ready.
been through a lot.
Now!
Okay, Spyro, you're right.
You are not
At the
ready.
least
You
you have
must
to try.
complete the trading.
If the Dark Master escapes, a shadow will fall over the land. And who knows?
This
what
line and his "I'm afraid it might be too late" line were used in trailers for Eternal Night for some reason.
Huh.
I was like, why?
Because.
I mean, it's
the
relevant, but
ancestors look after
he
you.
doesn't say this in that game. But he's actually
May they
not really
look
in
after
Eternal Night
us
that
all.
much. Oh, he said the thing that he said at the beginning.
It's his catchphrase.
Yeah, it's a prayer.
A prayer.
Ancestor worship. That's not really delved into. We have a religion, kind of.
Kinda. Yeah, I was gonna say something, but I've forgotten what it was now.
We'll have gameplay to talk over in a minute.
Convexity acts as a
Convexity?
link
Yeah.
between our world and the dark realms beyond.
Yeah, that's something I want to get into in a minute.
You must
Sure is a
stop
big
Cinder
celestial
before
body
she
you've got
inserts
there.
The final crystal
Oh, jellyfish.
activates the portal, freeing the dark.
What if space was actually the ocean?
Yeah. Why don't we just fly there? Like, why don't we land on this platform and do? Like,
Listen, you don't know the intricacies of air currents.
Everything.
yeah.
If we don't hurry, I have a feeling you're gonna see a whole lot more.
They didn't really.
Come on.
They kind of gloss over the fact that this is kind of just an entire pocket dimension kind of thing.
Yeah, we flew into a big portal kind of thing. I don't know.
Yeah. With no music, actually. Just fun ambience.
Yeah.
There is actually a music track that went unused for this level. Which is actually used in both the GBA and DS versions of the game. And oh yeah, also you can break those. And also briefly, it plays in one cutscene in Eternal Night. Anyway,
Convexity's pretty cool.
yeah. I just want to know the Dark Realms Beyond. Can we learn more about that, please? Is that something we can see or go into at any point in this
It's the
trilogy?
multiverse.
Like, is it like the Shadow Realm? Is it a hell? Is it a hell dimension?
Whoa, it's the ribbon guys from Dawn of the Dragon. Wait.
Oh, yeah, the Wyvern guys. Yeah. Oh yeah, in GBA version, these guys are in concurrent guys as platforming obstacles, and you bounce on top of them. And the snake guys you can like also in the GBA version. They don't attack you; they just fly past, but you can actually hurt them and kill them.
Huh.
They're called energy snakes,
Sure.
which yeah,
It's called convexity because it bends the light in
to
a single point.
yeah, it's neat.
It's like a wormhole.
Yeah, I like the visual design of this place. Sure. You know what it really needs though? A blue filter and like a whole bunch of like ruined columns floating around and everything.
When you're right, you're right.
Anyway. I don't think there's anything to collect around here, so I think it's literally just...
Do platform, man.
Also, I think this is just a dead end.
Platforming in my Spyro game? Yeah, that's
Yeah,
weird that they would put just a random dead end here.
Yeah, this is the most platforming in the entire game.
Yeah. Ooh, the giant space whales, they're cool.
Yeah. Also, hey, Cinder.
Hugills!
Oh! Yeah, I want to have a closer look at these guys, if I can.
Yeah, they're like a combination between
The camera doesn't stay still.
a nautilus, like a pufferfish, and like some kind of weird jellyfish, I don't know, octopus. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we heard a little whisper that sounded like someone saying Spyro. Like,
Ooh.
distorted. Ooh, what is that? Is that...
It's the ancestors speaking to you from the Dark Realm.
Yeah, it's
The
not...
ancestors.
Wait, was that what you thought the implication was?
No,
No, okay. Why is there a jellyfish up there?
they're just hanging out.
Hang on.
Oops.
And then everyone died. I'm at the start, I'm at the start.
Try again.
It's okay, he just flew back up.
Yeah, I kind of don't get why Spyro didn't just fly there.
There's like a big wind wall, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, there's Dawn of the Dragon, yeah. But hey, we could have had like one more flying level.
Yeah, it's true. It would have been cool to fly into convexity.
Yeah.
Oh, we need to get inside so that we can... Spoilers.
Yeah, we want to figure out.
Um,
I'm going to talk about what game is spoiling. It's very obvious if we consider any game we mention and say, hey, that's not spoiler.
it's pretty wild.
Yeah. It's pretty
Out there.
there. Oh! I didn't mean to that time.
Yeah, just kind of slid
We...
off that. The platform can be a little slippy.
Yeah.
Let's keep
Um,
I
trying.
want to kind of have a look at... There's a big red gas
Ooh, welcome
giant
to Saturn.
thing.
Yeah, there are just a whole load of astral bodies.
There's where the hell that is. There's a sun and some
More suns?
more suns. There's another orange one. Yeah, that's
Space is cool.
cool. Yeah. There's only 3 planets
And
though.
unsettling.
We're not gonna make the comparison.
But yeah, whoa. Cinder was being controlled by Malfoy all along. Wow.
Who's
it
Malifaux?
was.
I mean, to be honest, with the way certain dialogue plays out in Eternal Night, I didn't think Malifaux was actually his name.
Yeah, no, me neither at that point.
But
It's just
oh fuck!
welcome. It's,
I'm.
Ah.
This is me panning out the game time, so we have more to talk about before we
All right.
finish.
Let's do it.
Yeah, Cinder's backstory is kind of neat.
Yeah, it's just like how the sorcerer was controlling Red.
Yeah, that was kind of glossed over and also like ambiguous as to whether how long he's actually been under the sorcerer's control. Because I just thought it was a case of he's been only under control in Shadow Legacy, but people seem, but I mean, the Spyro wiki at least seems to think that
He was always
it was
good.
like since his fall, like he was always a good guy.
Yeah.
Whereas like I don't know if there's anything to support that.
I don't think that was really the implication, but
Yeah.
I guess you can really go either way because there's nothing really to say more one or the other.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, the way he acts after you free him does kind of feel like a case of I've turned over a new leaf now.
Yeah, I mean, he like apologizes, which you'd think that you wouldn't necessarily have to
Yeah.
do if it wasn't actually your fault and you were
Yeah,
being controlled.
he'd probably just like if he was actually under his own control in A Hero's Tale and not in Shadow Legacy, I think he'd probably just act more like, I don't know, like Eggman or something, being like, oh, I'm gonna help you to get back at this guy who wronged me, but we're still enemies. You fuck.
Maybe he's just playing them.
Yeah. We'll never fucking know, because I mean, unless that those like mobile Spyro games that take place after Shadow Legacy have thought of anything, I feel like we're not gonna know anything about that ever, because if they ever continue this franchise, it's going to continue from Reignited, so get retconned.
Get
Everything.
Crash Bandicooted.
Yeah.
Get Crash Ford.
Spyro 4 is about dragons.
Crash 4D.
Yeah. I'm gonna have some water.
Remember to hydrate, folks, especially when it's so goddamn hot.
Yeah, I hate summer.
Just like... Anyway.
Just like those enemies I roasted with my fire breath. Hey, Cinder.
She's just kind of flying around, waiting
Yeah, like,
for
you know, you
stuff
can
to go.
do your thing. You can put the orb in the portal and do the thing.
She's charging it up with kinetic energy.
Okay. Okay.
Does go a long way.
I was
Very
hoping
quickly.
they would come in on her, but I guess not.
Yeah, imagine if you could just kill her from here.
Yeah. Okay, let's hope. Yeah.
Just about.
Now, they have sort of soft sound.
Yeah.
Sound. We'll see more of them in the Eternal Night.
They'll be less helpful and more deadly.
Yeah, in the
Forest.
forest
for
for
some reason.
fucking reasons.
They migrated there
They
from here.
kind of hit.
Yeah.
Not doing anything.
They're not doing any damage. No, she's immune.
Damn. Hey, custom time. This looks a lot trippier. Also,
Looks a lot different.
I like how this actually has like archways, like portal archways.
Master returns.
Whoa, just like in the original Spyro game.
Too late.
Yeah.
Persistent little fellow, aren't you?
Bella.
This
Yeah.
is where it really ends.
Bring it.
No mercy this time.
Remember that was what she said. Just
Yeah.
like 5 minutes ago.
I can't
Yeah.
watch this.
Oh,
What if she was green?
yeah. No, that's Eternal Night. Oh, right, yeah, she actually has fire breath now, and the entire screen goes fucky.
Yeah, that's cool. I like it when it does that.
This is less.
That was a melee attack, apparently.
Oh boy,
Get
that's
stun locked.
That stuns. I need to hit this gem. Yeah, like the other bosses, this it is a case where once you lower a health bar, it will like be a checkpoint basically. Which I might actually end up needing, especially because have the one.
I'm guessing the crystals don't respawn in this one.
Not unless you die.
Yeah.
Hey.
Whoa. Whoa, there's quite a lot of black in that fire.
Yeah, it's almost like there's ash. Anyway.
I'd say it's looking pretty shadowy.
I remember kind of liking this fight when I first played it. It's alright.
I mean, it's probably it's the more in depth of any of the boss fights in this game. So
Yeah. I need to. It'd be cool if there was an actual dodge.
yeah,
I feel like the strafe dog is not very useful. Her like wide eyes as she was doing that. Also, snake.
Let's just stay still so I can hit you.
Nice tattoos. Ow! Fuck.
Yeah, I don't know. They're just like scale patterns.
I think they're meant to be some kind of like marking. Like, I always interpret it as marking that was put on her body after she was corrupted and everything.
The white hand marks. Anyway.
Like the head symbol, I feel like is kind of a thing, but I don't know. Didn't someone just walk up to this in the cutscene?
She accidentally broke all the platforms with her fire breath.
Damn. I also kind of want to say we don't really stop her.
Yeah, but we do beat the fuck out of her, so
Yeah.
good ending.
Like this is the sort of thing that I kind of wish they went into more detail with, in terms of plot stuff. Oh fuck! I'm gonna die.
No.
Good thing I can do a Dark Souls and
Yeah.
be under her.
Head while she
Hang
did
on.
the big flame attack.
Fuck.
Oh, I was so close.
She has like a little victory animation as well. Anyway, cool. Now I can get more gems to not fully level up that.
Yeah,
Fuck.
no, that's gonna take ages. So.
Yeah, gonna have to wait until New Game Plus for that.
Yeah, we're totally doing New Game Plus.
And not immediately. I think if we do like New Game Plus for the games, we'll probably just do them as like pre-recorded videos rather than streaming. At least for the ones that have less to show off. Although if we're gonna stream them, I'd probably say just do a bit of this and then immediately go to Eternal Night because that's one with more in-depth stuff.
I love when you're fighting dragons in video games and they just waste a load of your time by flying around in the air, shooting fire at the ground,
Yeah.
and you're not even in that much danger.
Wow, it's just like Dark Souls.
It's just like Dark Souls. It's just like Sky. Anyway.
Yeah. I think my next lot of Earth shots is gonna get her to the next phase. I'm gonna get these gems while I can.
It's like a shotgun machine gun.
Ooh, is she on one hit?
Yeah.
Do the thing. Do the plot thing.
Maybe she's doing it.
Maybe she needs to land. There we
Yeah,
go.
there you go.
I'm fired out. And then she just does a fucking Fury attack and it doesn't kill you.
Yeah, Spyro's just built different.
And now you just have...
Aether breath, because fuck you.
Yeah, hey, this is like a lot of strafe thing. Like
Yeah, so it is.
like in Eternal Night.
It's weird that they would suddenly just implement that, but it's cool.
Yeah. I do want to show something off. Her Bible's kind of purpley again.
I shoot my space laser.
Every hit you do does fill up your Fury meter.
Yeah, I noticed.
Also,
It's time to unleash the true dragon within you.
thanks, United. What have I done?
Use the Force, Spyro.
What have I done?
I'm just gonna do another Fury and kill you.
Yeah.
I mean, it's consistent with when Spyro learned elements in the past.
Yeah, I guess her Fury kind of has some purpleness to it. But yeah, they kind of just don't really ever go into what the fuck this is. Like, this breath that we're using.
Yeah, I mean,
It's time to unleash the true dragon within you.
What if I just opened a black hole and shot Spyro heads up?
why is it Spyro heads?
This is so weird. Yeah, like, of all the things I wish the games had more time to go into,
Oh
Aether in general.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that that it's called Aether isn't even a thing ever mentioned in the
In-game,
trilogy.
yeah.
Like, the symbol of the element symbol is called Aether.PNG whatever, so like that's the closest thing it has. But like the characters never really talk about it.
Yeah, no one ever mentions
It's
what it is or why it does the things that it does.
Yeah. Or why it's associated with just beating up Cinder in this one, but then being evil in the next one.
Animorphs.
Yep. What was it? Partway through the string game.
That should have been the thumbnail.
Yeah.
We gotta get out of here now.
I can't.
Oh, well, I
leave her
can't wait to see
alone.
this in the literal next game.
I've got to save her.
What? Save the beast that's been trying to kill us?
Yeah, that wasn't her fault. She was being used by the Dark Master.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then she'll go on to become a fan favorite? Question mark?
Yeah.
I mean, among Legend fans, yes. Among like Spyro fans overall, it's a bit more contentious.
Now
But
we can
I like Cinder. She's
Bye,
like
everybody.
my favorite character in the series, other than Spyro.
Yeah, that's fair. She's a character, as
Yeah.
opposed to most of the other characters, which aren't.
Also, it helps out when you actually play as her. She is cool. Like she controls similar to Spyro, but like her new breaths are cool and everything.
Yeah.
Also, it's a good thing this just plops us out in
At the
swamp at the low poorly textured forest.
Mommy,
everything's kind of
off my pillow.
poorly textured here.
Yeah. Anyway, woo, beat the game.
Woo.
Feeling better, Spyro?
No, my head's really fucking huge.
That battle drained every last bit of my strength. I can hardly lift my head.
That means
Yes,
you'll
it will take some time for your powers to return.
after you feel the
But
burn.
they will in time, young dragon. They will in time.
In time, in Dragon Time.
Cinder, ever since I failed the night of the raid, I've dreamt of this day.
Can I say something, please?
Ignitus. We all failed. Be that as it may,
We all
We're
fucking
together
suck at our jobs.
thanks to Spyro. Well done, young dragon.
Thanks, Ignitus.
Yeah, nice to
But we still
Cinder
don't
to
know what's
chime in
happened to
on
the Dark
anything.
Master.
Nah.
No matter, Spyro. There will be time to talk of the Dark Master later.
Oh yeah, the Dark Master, he was
Now,
mentioned
it's time to
briefly.
be grateful for your success.
His success. Hey, what about me? Just
Oh,
because
boy.
a bunch of weird stuff doesn't fly out of my mouth doesn't mean I didn't help you now.
Yeah, you were a big help, Sparx. No doubt about
You
it.
pointed at a thing, I
But-
think.
Just for the record, a lot of weird stuff does come out of that little mouth of yours.
And what the heck is that supposed to mean?
I
You know, I don't
I
need
do
it.
like the sort of dynamic Spyro and
could've
Sparx
stayed
having
with
in these games.
Llama people, whatever, where I was appreciated, but no.
Oh
No,
fuck.
instead help the poor, helpless dragons rid the world of evil. What a mistake that was, because I get no thanks.
Also, I want to point out that the adult
Love,
dragons
no
have actual
credit.
like sharp teeth in these cutscenes. I wonder if there's a reason I'm bringing that up.
Here taught a lot.
I left home too, you
Dawn
know.
of the Dragon. The
I'm
character
a little
models are
guy,
very
yeah, that's right. Maybe I
camel
know.
teeth.
Right.
Things are a lot bigger to me than they are to you.
Oh, hey,
Maybe
look,
like
it's-
back away. Nah.
Mouthful.
Why? Because I got.
Whoa. No, it's
I'm a tough cookie. I got class.
nameless ancestor.
Yeah.
I got a little frog in my throat.
Amazing.
As I
Thank you,
was saying-
Sparx.
On tall
I'm
plains,
waiting
they
for him
knew
to
a
shut
good
up
thing
with
when
my
they
final
saw it.
thoughts.
They recognized the value of a quality dragonfly like me. But here I get nothing. Not even a thanks. Hey, how you doing?
It's a very
Good. Let me buy you a
Whole
drink.
temple.
I should go back.
Yes,
to
most of
Mom.
it's covered by mushrooms.
Mom will make it all good. Mommy always does.
We never see his parents again. So yeah, new beginning. Woo. Here's a game.
I like the part where Spyro said, "It's time to begin." And
I like the
then
part where
Noodle
I
was
went
on-
right up to an enemy and pressed triangle and it died. Yeah, I don't know what people mean when you can't one-shot enemies in this game like classic games. Just level up Earth. Yeah, I still like this one.
Music is very quiet.
Yeah. I mean, I find it's more noticeable in Eternal Night, but I find the pre-rendered cutscenes in these games do tend to be like quieter than in game. I don't know why.
A lot of the like cuts in those pre-rendered cutscenes, especially that last one, or not the last one, but the Cinder one in Concurrent Skies. It was just like chopping all over the place. There was like no rhyme or reason to it. It was really
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, I see why people don't like this one. But I have a soft spot for it, and honestly, I don't think it's anything like egregious. It's a little repetitive, but it's honestly comfortable, right?
Yeah, and it looks cool, and it's
Yeah.
got cool fantasy aspects. and the first half of the game is even okay to play. Maybe.
Between the first half. I mean, before I start spamming Earthbomb?
Yeah, I mean, like, everything... At the points where you actually have to hit things and use the
Yeah.
elements and stuff.
I mean, to be fair, as soon as you get lightning breath from enemies and near cliffs, it's kind of
Yeah.
over.
Okay, for the first third of the game.
Yeah,
It is a pretty short one.
true. I think Eternal Night is roughly around the same. It just might last longer just because it's harder. But I was so enamored by the world this game introduced when I was a kid. Like I guess we kind of talked about it throughout, but like it's not super deep. Like it's not
Yeah.
like in the actual game itself. It's not like woo, it's the goat.
Yeah! Thank you for keeping the fandom alive. Wait.
Yeah, thank you for giving us all the information about this universe.
Thank you for invalidating every fanfiction ever.
No, I mean, I think he did say that he doesn't want to like step on toes of like
Yeah.
fan writers and everything. Like he's aware they're very passionate. But like there's enough. Like in game, there's not like a super deep lore, but like there's enough there to spark the imagination, and especially for a young.
To sparks the imagination?
Yeah, but especially for a young one, it was a very fertile ground for ideas, and I think that expands more with the next games. And
Yeah.
like as much as I rag on Dawn of the Dragon for some of its changes and in both aesthetics and like honestly storytelling, world building, it does introduce some cool things that I like. But
It introduces nameless background dragon.
woo, my beloved. But yeah, Cinder, she's cool.
Yeah.
We're gonna go into more into her in the next couple of games because she's actually a
Interesting
more
character.
Yeah.
As opposed to this one where she was just the enemy until she wasn't.
yeah. Like this kind of dialogue of her, like basically begging for a master to help her as she's getting drunk and everything.
Huh.
But also, yeah, the Dark Master is kind of just mentioned briefly, but they don't really go into who he is.
Ooh,
Well, I guess-
cliffhanger.
Yeah,
I'll explain it next time,
yeah.
Spyro.
Raven Stark.
Huh. That's... Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome to the world, people who are now adults. Riley Austin. Oh, is that Jared Pullen's son, maybe?
I guess...
Maybe. Just fucking look it up. Yeah. Damn. when it has like production babies of stuff from like, well, but I guess roughly 20 years ago now, it's like these people are adults.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah. Got anything more to say that we haven't gone over already?
No.
Are you kind of dying because it's really hot and your brain feels foggy?
Yes.
Cool. Well, listen, we don't have much more to go with. There's one more thing I want to show up in the extras once the credits are over.
Thank you, Bo Bigart. Which is an incredible name.
Yeah. This does just generally seem quite quiet. I like this font. I was gonna say, did you want us to start Eternal Night tonight? Probably not.
No, I'm good not to.
Yeah. Hey, if you're not done with this one, yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I like this game. I have resources and things to say. I kind of wish it was harder. Which Monkey's poor curl. I think if they ever, it's unlikely, but I think if they ever go back to Legend of Spyro, I would like them to kind of expand on things a bit more rather than do a more one-to-one thing like reigniters.
Yeah.
Like you get Spyro goes into that portal to save Cinder and comes back out again.
Yeah.
Like,
what happened in there?
yeah. Did he see the Dark Realms? Do we?
Well, that seems like it would be a lot of budget to see like a whole new thing inside of a portal.
Yeah. But hey, hopefully a remake would have a bigger budget and maybe wouldn't spend so much of it on celebrity voice actors. Anyway, cutscene. We're getting a sequel, guys.
Cinder, say something, please, before the game ends.
No.
See anything, Spyro?
No. But I've got
I
a
have a
bad
bad feeling about this.
Me too.
It didn't even patch the moons!
Amazing.
Man, it was so worth waiting for the entire
Spyro
credits
will
for that.
return.
Anyway, we unlock extras, which is the fucking credits again, and
Elijah Wood interview.
you want to watch it?
Sure. Let's go.
It's really weird. Ah! The bloom alone.
I think what's really great about this game, and what I'm excited about in regards to this game, is that it's sort of telling the story of Spyro from the beginning. He's actually a small purple dragon that is raised by dragonflies. He doesn't realize he's a dragon.
Yep, that's
And
what.
within the story, as the story progresses, he learns of his true self, where he comes from. You know, that there are these elders, these kind of guardian giant dragons, and that he's one of this ilk. And throughout the game, he starts to learn more about
Get the boom
what he's
mic more in
capable
shot.
of as well. The significance of being a purple dragon is something special.
Thank you for
Powers
summarizing
that
the
come
plot.
along with that. And what's really cool as a player, I think, is that you get to learn these different attributes throughout and use them in different ways.
I mean, I like how
Such as breathing fire, which is kind
Elijah
of
Wood seems to actually
dragons, or
be interested
breathing
in the game
ice,
itself.
or
Yeah.
electricity, and these things just kind of come throughout the game. And
I wonder if he
it's a
remembers
really,
this.
really interesting story-based game that I think is quite immersive, which is cool.
Which is cool.
If I could leave with one of Spyro's,
Yeah. Earth,
what would
Earth,
it be?
Earth, Earth.
It's tough. They're all pretty good.
Go for Aether. Wait.
But the old standby, the ability to
I mean,
fly,
yeah, fair
Yeah.
enough.
you know, that's a big deal. Breathing fire.
The
okay.
ability
That could
to
be-
fire,
I could really
Yeah.
run
to
into some
fly.
trouble with that. You know, can you lessen the amount of fire that you're breathing? What if you only intend to, like, I don't know, light a candle, for instance, but then you light up your couch? You
Yeah,
know, that
sounds-
could be really problematic. Electricity could be good because you could probably infuse something with power, but then how do you know, like, how much power to infuse it with? Like, how many amps it takes? And what if you go overboard and then you burn out all of your electricity? That'd be bad. Ice could be good, but then I could see that being extremely dangerous as well. I mean, all of these things I think you'd have to learn how to regulate, because you could freeze yourself, you could, I don't know, I think there's a lot of, flying's the safest. I'll go with flying. I mean, he's a character that sort of starts out entering into a world that he's unfamiliar with and taking aboard something that is kind of quite massive. It's not dissimilar from a journey that I'd taken before as someone who was embarking on something that is sort of bigger than they could conceive of, or bigger than them. I came
hello.
into this
It's Lord of the-
and
I was in Lord of
told
the
that I
Rings.
didn't know who the rest of the cast were, and I came
I'm
in and
Elijah
told
Wood
the
from
voice of Ignitus.
Yeah.
from
It
Frodo.
blows my mind. I mean, he's one of my favorite actors of all time. A true chameleon, someone that you can't really peg, has done every kind of voice character.
mean,
Actually, he's a dragon, not a
Yeah.
chameleon.
My time for heroics.
I mean, to be fair, there have been times I've seen a role and I was like, wait, that's Gary Oldman.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, was neat. I've not seen him in a whole lot,
Can't,
but
Ignitus.
yeah.
I've just learned what I am.
Yeah, I mean, I think the voice actors
You can.
did gave good performances in this.
Yeah, I'm mostly mixed
No,
with
no one's phoning it in, apart from maybe Sparx.
It's a
Yeah. Like, he's
be
sort of
associated
deadpan
with
most of the times,
him,
but
'cause I'm such a huge
other
fan.
times he's
David
kind
Spade,
of, this
as
is
Sparx
really,
as well.
yeah.
I've met David a couple of times, and he's a really sweet guy and really funny. And for this kind of character, it's so important to have someone that's sort of biting and sarcastic and funny. Sparx is definitely all those things, and David Spade's perfect for that.
Ugh.
Spyro, can you hear me?
I think
buddy?
making Sparx
Forget
comic relief
about
was
those
kind of a good
facts I
idea
made
for this,
about
considering
your
he's not
fatness and your being
super
purple and
useful.
stupid and fat.
Yeah.
I'm very much, as a gamer, I'm very much attracted
As a
to
gamer.
a game that includes a great story that I can sink my teeth into, that will allow me to kind of continue to focus on the progress of the game and lead to other games. You know, my favorite games are story-based games. And if the story's good and the actual gameplay is fun, then yeah, that's all you need, really.
I mean, true.
Yeah, and this game has
Some of
Oh,
those.
yeah,
Cool.
cool. Thanks, Elijah Wood, for doing the last bit of this commentary for us. Yeah, part 35, is it? Of the Spyro Stream Saga? Guest starring Elijah Wood. God, that'd be cool.
Hi there. I'm Elijah Wood.
You might remember me from Lord of the Rings and nothing else. He's been in other things, probably. Has he? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't...
He
No,
played
I
Harry Potter.
No! I really liked him in that Woman in Black movie. See, I don't think Daniel Radcliffe and Elijah Wood look that alike. I mean,
They usually don't look that alike. There
It
are
might
like
have been when
some
they were-
occasions when they have.
it was probably when they were younger as well. Anyway, that's the game. Now what if I load? If I went to load game now, then it would be back in the swamp.
Whoa, completed.
Yeah,
New Game Plus.
yeah. Let's not do that. But I'm gonna just load into it, so it'd be like, whoa, I'm in the swamp with breaths.
Try and get a better ending this time.
Pick another story. Hurry the fuck up and load, please. I feel like it's gone off widescreen again.
Ooh, it just can't save that kind of information. It's too much.
Yeah. Like, why?
Wide.
How? When I get to actually control myself, where's Sparx? There it is.
Hey.
Remember when we were here earlier, at the beginning of the stream, of this trilogy, of this game?
Of this trilogy.
my little glowing friend.
But yeah, for some reason, I can't remember if it's L1 or R1, so I sort of smashed them both, but that's how you skip cutscenes in this?
Huh, that's a bit
Like,
odd.
it's not, well,
Wait a
see-
sec. Can you move the camera about? Sorry, just stand still. And like, move it like left for like 1 second, then move it right for like 1 second.
Hang on.
What is... Did we talk about this before?
I think that might be your TV. Or the PS2, because this happened in like...
This happened in
Hero's Tale. I think
Hero's
it happened-
Tale.
Did it happen when we were actually playing? Because not when we were streaming it, but...
I can't remember.
Disappear, I want to be able to see
Let
Spyro.
me see if it appears on the stream.
Okay.
Do it again. Yeah, this might be in my TV thing.
Okay, so we're just been talking about a whole lot of stuff and nothing.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go kill that frogweed and like blast it with earth and stop.
Basically, there's just like a weird after image over the entire screen.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to change a setting.
Maybe you need to get a new TV.
Nah,
That horizontal line has been there for ages.
and it'll continue to be there for ages.
And he died.
He's immune to stun.
I mean, he'll get pulled up because he literally can't fly up.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, that's the game.
Woo.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, I guess this did end up being a shorter one, didn't it?
Yeah.
That's fine. We could have potentially made this 2 streams, but it was good to spread it out a bit. Otherwise, I'd be streaming for longer on them. So yeah, next week we'll be starting Eternal Night, which I'm
My
very
favorite of the trilogy.
happy for. Same. I'm hoping that will still be the case. Probably will be. But yeah, that'll be fun. Hopefully, I don't know what I was gonna say.
Like and subscribe.
Like and yeah,
Anyway.
kill me. Bye.
Bye. Woo, Spyro!
I'm not burnt out, I swear.